Hi guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't already know me, my name is Bethany Veer and I am a 25-year-old coloured pencil portrait artist working from my home in Hampshire, England. The majority of my work is equestrian, so horses and dogs, and occasionally I do some wildlife, like British wildlife. So I thought it would be a really good idea to finally put my face on camera and show you hopefully a bit of the person that's behind the artwork, and I am super nervous about putting myself out there to you guys. I mean, put it this way, I bought this vlogging camera about 2 years ago and it's pretty much sat in its box the whole time since, so it's taken me a long time to be able to pluck up the courage to sit there in front of you guys. But I think my mindset's changed quite a bit in the past sort of couple of weeks, and I feel a little bit more connected to you, or I've been a bit more raw with my posts on Instagram and been talking a bit about the struggles that I face as an artist and in day-to-day life, and a lot of you have responded and have been absolutely amazing, and I've received such wonderful messages and I'm really lucky. I feel really lucky to be in the place where I can sort of connect to you guys and to just talk about issues that we all face as creative people, or just in day-to-day sort of this daily life, to be honest. So yeah, I mean, I'm looking down quite a lot because I've got some notes, so I do apologise about that. I've got questions written out, I've got some questions on my phone, so hopefully this video won't be too disjointed. As I said, I'm not really a natural, or I'm not a natural at all in front of the camera. This is really nerve-wracking for me, so I just hope that I come across okay and I can sort of answer your questions the best way that I can. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. Okay, so firstly I want to thank everybody. I think we're a bit wonky. Okay, we're good. Okay, so firstly I wanted to thank everybody who's asked me a question. I received some really good ones, some really funny ones from my friends, and you know, some really good ones that I wanted to touch on in regards to my journey as an artist, hobbies that I have outside of work. You know, I've had people ask me about my sort of top tips as an artist, my coloured pencil technique, how I draw short fur, things like that, and I'm not unfortunately going to get to answer all the questions in this video because the video would be about 4 hours long because I talk for England, and I do apologise already. But what I want to do in the future is sort of sit down and do sort of my journey as an artist video, or maybe some little sort of tips and tricks that I've learned, like some lessons that I've learned, some mistakes that I've made as an artist in sort of the previous few years, and yeah, just talk to you, and sort of hopefully you'll get to know me a bit as well as I'm getting to know all of you as well. So don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you haven't to my channel. It would mean the world to me, honestly would. I feel so lucky to be in a position where I can sit here and talk to you guys, and I've actually got something to talk about. Like, you're actually quite interested in what I've got to say, and I find that absolutely mental that I'm just a person. I don't want to belittle myself, but because I think it's really important that you should be proud of your achievements and what you do. But I literally sit there in my room and draw. Well, not actually in my room. I sit there in my sort of drawing studio room, drawing every single day, and just taking a photo and putting it on Instagram, putting it on Facebook, and replying to emails. And you know, I think it's important probably for you guys to get to know me a bit and see my personality, maybe hopefully a little bit, and yeah, hopefully we can I keep saying hopefully, but hopefully we can sort of create quite an open space where we can talk about struggles in art and struggles that we face on a daily, and also biggest achievements, and create sort of like an open space where we can just sort of have a bit of discussion. You get to know me, and we can do videos like day in the life of an artist, or vlogs when I do events. So I want to get on with the Q&A and stop rambling, really, because that is what I do most. Okay, so to begin with, the first question I got on my Instagram story was, what type of paper do you use? Now, I have used over the years several different types on several different brands and several different weights of paper, and the one that I always came back to was the Fabriano Artistico hot press watercolour paper. You can buy it online. I buy it in the big sheets, and I think it's about an A1 size. I know I'm talking sort of metric units in the UK, but yeah, I don't know the size in inches, but I know you can get it in a big 10-metre roll actually, but I buy mine in sheets. I get the heaviest weight of paper possible. I get it in extra white just because I think that I can get the most amount of layers down on the paper. It's a paper, as I said, I keep coming back to time and time again, and it just gives me the results I want. I know a lot of other artists will use pastel matte with coloured pencil, which I haven't tried personally, but I know I've seen a few artists get some amazing results from that. I would recommend Fabriano Artistico 100%. I will try and find their website or a place where you can buy it in the UK and in the US and link it down below. However, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't really know what I'm doing, so yeah, if it's sort of like, if it's in the comments below, then fab. If it's not, then I'm really sorry. Okay, next question I have got is, let me find it. Okay, how many years how many years have you been drawing? I love all your drawings so much. Thank you so much. So I started drawing when I was really young. I'd say probably, well, all my life really. I've always been a really visual person, so for me, if I like had any emotion or I wanted to like tell people how I was feeling, it was so much easier for me to either write it down or to draw it. And growing up, I absolutely loved animals. I loved animals way more than I think I loved anything else, to be honest. I know when I was younger my parents bought me like a Barbie doll and I was like, no, don't want that, get me a cuddly toy please. I remember growing up I was like, Mum, can I have a pony? Every Christmas I was like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, pony. My parents always said no, not till you can afford it yourself, which I'm really grateful for. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've rode, and that's another question that I've got, how long you've been riding, and I've been riding ever since I was about 4 years old. However, I don't really ride anymore just because I don't really have the time, and if I fell off and broke my arm, yeah, I couldn't draw, and that's just not okay. So I think it got to about 15, 16, all my friends started going out, and I'm quite an introvert. I'm quite happy sitting at home on my own, and I've never really been a party girl. I've never really been the one to go out and drink or, you know, spend a lot of time at house parties when I was younger. It just really wasn't my scene. I'm such a home girl. I just love my like baking, I love being creative, I love spending time with my friends and family, and yeah, that's just me through and through. So I think I started drawing because I was quite frustrated. Obviously when I was quite young I was like, I want a pony, and riding them once a week just wasn't enough. I was obsessed. I was literally obsessed. I was like the crazy horse girl at school, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was. So for me, having my own horse was never an option, so I used to sit at home and draw them, and I absolutely fell in love with creating things. I think to me the idea of art is you're putting something out in the world that wasn't there already, and that's amazing. Like, that's anyone who creates art, I have such admiration for anyone creative. I think it takes so much guts, especially in this day and age, to put your work out there. So I am, you know, incredibly proud of any artist and any sort of upcoming artist or aspiring artist that is beginning their art journey, because it is such a fulfilling one. It's, don't get me wrong, it's difficult, it's hard, it's emotional, it's draining, but the reward you get from it and like the happiness I get from producing art is, it just outweighs all of the cons, basically. What I want to do is I really want to create a sort of a story of my life, my journey as an artist, the things that I've done, the things that I've learned, my sort of fails as an artist so far. I mean, I've been full-time professional about 3 to 4 years, and every year gets better. Every year I make more mistakes and learn something new, but I absolutely love it. It's like, as I said, the most fulfilling journey I think I've ever been on, and being an artist is teaching me so much about myself and the world around me, and I just feel incredibly lucky to be able to do what I do. And that's something I really want to touch on, because I am so grateful. I cannot tell you enough. I keep like I cannot tell you enough how grateful I am that I have got an incredible audience that love and support my work, not only on Instagram but on Facebook. And I mean, my journey as an artist started on Facebook. I've built up quite an audience, and on Instagram it's the same. My Instagram is growing every day, and I get the nicest and loveliest messages from you guys, and it just, I don't know, I mean, I don't want to sound like really like OTT and be like, oh, you know, you guys are amazing, but you honestly are, and I wouldn't be where I am without you. So I am I am grateful, and that sounds so false. I really don't want it to come across as false, because I'm genuinely very lucky to be in the position I am. I'm great privilege, and I wouldn't be doing what I do without you, so I am so grateful. So yeah, I mean, I will touch on how many years I've been drawing and things like that in another video. I really want to, as I said, to sit down and do a story of my life, really, because I haven't always been an artist. I've sort of tried different careers and they failed, or I just haven't been happy, and I think being an artist is the only thing I really wanted to do growing up. And yeah, now I'm very fortunate to be in the position where I can sit here and talk to you guys about my journey so far in art. Okay, so next question. How old were you when you started drawing? Well, that's probably a similar question to the one before. So I started drawing properly when I was about 16, and then I never really saw it as a career path. So I went off to sort of college and got a couple of jobs and went to night school, and what else did I do? Yeah, I don't know. I want to do a video. I'm going to sit down and do a video. I'm going to stop that there, because that can be another video for a future date. Okay, so next question. How did you build up your business and find the right audience who wanted your work? Trial and error. I think it's all been trial and error, to be honest. I was very fortunate to build up a following on Facebook, and I think I started really small. So I started selling my work, commission work, to people like friends and family. I have a lot of family that have animals. I have a lot of friends with animals, so I started drawing their, like, graphite drawing, sketching, and charging about £20. And over the years I sort of could start to increase my prices, and my work could get out there a bit further. I got more confident with Facebook, I got more confident with social media and trying to promote myself. I built myself a website, and yeah, I think I just developed. I know that's not helpful. I need to really sort of like work out how I'm gonna do this, but how did I find the right audience who wanted my work? I don't know. I think it's something they find you. I'll be honest, I honestly think people find you. Obviously you have to put yourself out there. You have to be putting your work out there. So whether that's on Facebook, whether that's flyers in a local, to your local neighbourhood, or doing events, or just talking to people, or to do trade shows or spring craft fairs or anything like that. I'd recommend just trying to get yourself out there. The more you get yourself out there, the more people will see your work, the more you'll find your audience. It's taken me, as I said, I've had my business for 4 years, and I'm, touch wood, I feel very lucky I am at the position now. I think, you know, there's still so much more I want to do. There's still so many things that I want to achieve with my business, hence why I'm sat in front of the camera, because I, you know, having a YouTube channel has been something that I've really wanted to do for a long time, to, you know, talk to you guys and just, yeah, be more sort of interactive rather than just hiding behind my work. Oops, I need to put my phone on silent. Okay, next question. How did you and Charlotte become friends, / how did she find you to commission for her? Okay, so this is a story and a half. I first met Charlotte in 2016. Okay, so it was still really early on in my journey as an artist, and I think it was just after the Rio Olympics. I remember sitting there in my living room. I saw Charlotte and Vallegro riding at Rio, and I just fell in love. I honestly fell in love with that horse. He's just the most charismatic horse I have ever seen in my life. He's got such a personality. He is beautiful. I cannot explain to you the beauty of that horse. He's stunning. And yeah, and I honestly just wanted to ride him. Well, that would be ideal, wouldn't it? But no, I just wanted to draw him. And I remember thinking, I've got nothing to lose. I've got the whole summer ahead of me. I'm still working at a pub. What's the worst that can happen? What is the worst that can happen? That's something I've learned. What's the worst that can happen? That's my lesson to myself recently. I got some different type of paper. I got some different pencils. I just suddenly thought, right, I'm gonna really give this my best shot. I don't even know whether I was going to put it on Facebook. I just wanted to draw. I wanted to find my love and my passion for drawing again, and that's exactly what I tried to do. So I started to draw Charlotte and Vallegro, and I was halfway through the drawing and I thought, oh, okay, I'm gonna put it on Facebook. I want people to know what I'm doing. They're sort of wondering. I'm having people, a couple of people messaging me saying like, oh, we haven't seen you post in a while. Yeah, is everything okay? So I posted my half-finished drawing of Charlotte and Vallegro, and everyone was like, oh my god, it's Charlotte, and oh my god, it's Vallegro, and we watched them at Rio, and what an amazing team, they're world champions, gold medal winners, and all this. And I was like, oh, well, at least, because I'd drawn the back end of Vallegro, and I think I sort of had drawn his back legs, his tail, and I was amazed because people were like, oh my god, I know exactly who you're drawing. And I was like, oh, okay, that's quite cool. Anyway, I think I posted that on the Saturday night. On the Sunday night, I was sat on my bed watching Netflix or doing something like super chill, and my phone pinged, and it was my Facebook page notification, and it was a message, and it said, Charlotte Dujardin sent you a message. And I was like, no way, I'm sorry, but there's no way that's just happened. That is happening. I got on my phone, I checked the message, it was something like, hi Bethany, I've noticed you were drawing Vallegro, I absolutely love it, you know. I cannot remember, I've probably got it, I must have a screenshot somewhere, but yeah, I was amazed. I sort of ran around the house being like, Mom, Dad, you never ever guess who's messaged me. I honestly couldn't believe it. It was just such a surreal moment. That she'd seen my work. And then she said, when you finish the drawing, would you like to come and meet us at the art? And I was like, absolutely. So from there, I have worked with her ever since, on, you know, with different projects and different commissions, and from there I have got a wide range of other sort of dressage riders, and I did Carl Hester's 50th birthday present on behalf of Piaf, and that was done at Your Horse Live. That was another surreal moment. Yeah, so I think I started, that's how I met Charlotte, actually through Facebook, which is a bit crazy. Yeah, she messaged me, and the rest was history, really. I feel really lucky. It's like so incredibly lucky that she found my work and she liked it enough to sort of commission me. And you know, she's now got one of my big Vallegro originals in her living room, or I think it's actually in her hallway at home. But yeah, I'm so lucky. I can't, yeah, it was a dream come true to work with someone as incredible as Charlotte. So yeah. Okay, so next question. Favourite equestrian event in the UK? Oh, either badminton, which is the big horse trials, which has just been, or Olympia. I think one's in summer, one's in winter. I can't differentiate the two, I'll be honest. They both have the most amazing environment, the most amazing atmosphere. I meet so many amazing people, incredibly inspirational people. I walk away from a big equestrian event feeling just like having such a feeling of elation, really, and feeling so motivated to go home and really sort of like try and really work hard and get my work out there a bit more. I just feel really motivated when I go to an event like that. But yeah, so what is one thing you change about yourself? Oh, one thing I change about myself. Okay, yeah, I've got one. The biggest thing that I would change about myself, or the one thing I'd change about myself, would be my fear of what people think of me. I have been almost paralysed through with sort of the fear of what people think of me, and it's put me in such a bad mindset for many years. Like, why is it taking me 2 years to sit in front of a camera and talk to you? Fear of what you're going to think of me. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, one thing I'd really sort of try and change about myself would be, and I'm working on it all the time, would be not care what people think of me as much, because you shouldn't care. You're in this world for you, and obviously I would listen to my friends and my family and the people I care about, but if you don't like me, that's fine. You don't have to watch my videos, you don't have to like follow me, you don't have to have any interaction with me. I'm really lucky, touch wood, I really don't get any nasty messages, so hopefully this video and my YouTube will go down well, relatively well, but we'll see, it's fine. Okay, so next question. What brand of pencils do you use? Okay, so we're back on the art questions. Okay, so what I prepared earlier. Well, the brand of pencil that I use the most would be the Faber-Castell Polychromos. And they look, I don't know whether you can see, like this. I think they are an oil, no, I know they are. They're an oil-based pencil, and you can get such a sharp point with them. I don't know whether you can see it, it's not really that sharp to be honest at the moment. But yeah, you can get such a sharp point with them, and you can get so much detail into your work. The leads are really hard and they don't break that easily. You have to really put a lot of pressure to break a lead in these. They're super pigmented, they're really buildable. I feel like I'm doing a makeup tutorial. However, I'm rubbish at makeup. I'm much better with a pencil, I think. But yeah, this pencil is the one, not this one, but this brand of pencils are the ones that I would use the majority of the time in my portrait work, or in any work. I use these probably about 90% of the time. So yeah, Faber-Castell Polychromos, amazing pencils. Next up we have the Caran d'Ache, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, luminance pencils. Now these were the second set of pencils that I bought next to my Polychromos, and I like them, I do like them. However, they work really well with the Polychromos, but I don't think I'd ever use them on their own for portrait work. I know people like Heather Rooney who uses them all the time as an only pencil, and she gets beautiful results, absolutely beautiful. But I think for fur and drawing like hair and things like that, you need a sharper point. And so this is a wax-based pencil. It looks like that. I hope you can see this because I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, so it looks like that. They're wax-based, and the leads are just a lot softer, so you can get a much smoother finish. So they're not so good for detail work, I find anyway. Okay, so the third brand of pencils that I use is, again, well, it's the same brand as the one before, but it's a different type of pencil. So I use the Caran d'Ache Pablos. Now these are the last set of pencils that I bought. I'll be honest with you, I haven't used them that much. I think my one love would be the Polychromos. Now, the Pablos, which are, again, I think they're wax-based. But look like this. They are, what would I say about these? I don't really know because I haven't used them. They probably come halfway between the Luminance and the Polychromos, so they're not as soft as the Luminance, however they're not as pigmented, or you can't get a sharp enough point from. I mean, I use all three pencils in combination in my portrait work. I find the shade range that I've built up over the years with all these pencils allow me to pretty much meet every shade that I need to in my work. But my number one pencil, and if anyone was to say to me, I want to start drawing, what would you recommend brand of pencil wise? I would definitely say the Faber-Castell Polychromos. You can order them online, they're not too expensive. I don't really know what they retail at because I sort of buy mine all over the place. I think they range from like £1.30 to £1.60 or something like that in the UK. Whereas the Caran d'Ache Luminance are a hella load more expensive. I think these retail at about £3.45 or something, so a lot more expensive. That's per pencil, so you can buy them in sets. I bought mine in a set. These come in, I think, a set of 76, I want to say, whereas the Polychromos, I think you can get a set for about, you get about 120 shades. I'm not too sure about the Pablos. Again, I cannot remember, but I think there is about 90 odd. Don't quote me on this. Yeah, it's been a long time since I bought some coloured pencils, because I repurchased them as individuals now rather than buying the whole set. But yeah, if anyone was to want to start drawing or be interested in sort of like coloured pencil, then the one pencil brand and type of pencils I would recommend would be the Faber-Castell Polychromos. 100%, they are amazing. Faber-Castell, if you're watching this, please send me some goods. Joking. Well, no, I'm not actually joking. Okay. Did you study art at school? I did. I studied art up until AS level at college. So I did GCSE art. I absolutely loved it because there was quite a lot of freedom with it. However, at A level art, or AS level art, because I never made it to A level, I wanted to do realism, and my art teacher wanted me to do more abstract stuff, and we just clashed, and he didn't like my work, I didn't like him, so yeah, I didn't do too well, which is fine, because I'm never going to be an abstract artist. I absolutely love detail. Do you ride? Okay, I think I touched on this briefly before. I don't ride anymore. I spent majority of my childhood on a horse. However, I don't really ride anymore. I do miss it. I miss it so much, and I'm really lucky. I have got some really amazing friends who have got really beautiful horses that I can go and spend some time riding theirs. Okie doke. Okay, next question. What does your typical day look like as a full-time artist? It changes daily, weekly, monthly, I don't know. It depends what I've got on. What I really want to do is a video, what does an artist do all day? Like the BBC4 thing that they did a couple of years ago. But no, spend a day with me as an artist, I don't know. Maybe I should do something like that, because it's not just obviously creating the artwork, there's a lot of other things that goes into it, the marketing, the social media admin, framing, visiting printers, printing myself, post office, packaging, accounts, I guess. Every day is different, and obviously I don't spend all day, every day drawing. There's editing, there's liaising with clients, there's quite a lot of different stuff that I do all the time, every single day. And also, I'm not a robot. I try and have a bit of a life. My life involves going to the gym and things like that. So yeah, I will probably do like a spend a day with me and see what I get up to. I hope that'll be an interesting video to some people. Maybe it will, maybe it won't, I don't know, but I might film it anyway. Okay, so what are your hobbies outside of drawing? Animals. I mean, it's going to okay, I'll be honest, the majority of the time, day to day, I do quite a fair bit of exercise. I walk quite a lot with my mum. I spend a lot of time with my mum in the countryside, and we go and see some cows. And as you've probably seen on my Instagram stories, I have quite an obsession with cows. I just think they're fascinating. They're absolutely beautiful. They've got the biggest eyes, and they're so inquisitive, and yeah, they are amazing animals. They're amazing creatures. So I spend they're like my de-stress, I guess. I'm gonna go to see the cows is my sort of form of meditation almost. I'm just gonna sit in a field with loads of cows. I'm a bit weird like that. Anyway, what else do? I go to the gym. I'm quite a gym person. I am trying to teach myself a lot more flexibility and just appreciate my body a lot more. And that sounds quite probably bizarre, but I've been in the gym for about 5-6 years, and I've always been majority into weight training and resistance training and things like that, and I never properly stretched out. I never learned to stretch. I never learned that it was really important to take care of your muscles after you trained. So now I'm sort of like paying the price for that. I have a PT who is also like a sports massage person who kind of puts me through my paces, and when I'm really stiff and sore, he sort of shouts at me and tells me I can't go and like lift any weights for a while, and I have to focus on stretching, which is what I've been doing recently, and a bit of yoga and things like that. So I find it really helps. It really de-stresses me. It really chills me down to just spend an hour at the gym. And I think the biggest thing is that I'm learning not to take it so seriously. I know you see so many girls and so many fitness people on Instagram and on social media. You think, oh, I want to look like them, or I want to have a bum like them, or, you know, I know we're all so guilty of it, sort of trying to, we all in some form compare ourselves to other people, and it's so wrong. But unfortunately, those people who are a similar generation and age to me and younger would definitely know what I mean. And yeah, it's not an easy place to be growing up. It's not an easy environment to be dealing with seeing that sort of stuff on social media. But it's really important to nourish your body properly and look after and take care of yourself, and self-love, and that's something I'm really trying to work on at the moment. So my hobbies outside of drawing would be just doing things for me, just doing things I want to enjoy. I spend a lot of time with my grandma. She is my best friend in the whole world. You'll probably see her on my YouTube channel at some point. Family is so important to me, so I spend a lot of time with my family. I've got some really close friends, as I said, who are amazing. I spend quite a fair bit of time with them. Gym and just being outside. I'm just in the countryside, or just yeah. I'm quite an easy person. I love baking. I absolutely love making stuff. I'm so creative. I mean, I often think, if I wasn't an artist, what would I do? And I don't know, I probably want to be like on Great British Bake Off. I'm not that good, but I'd try. Anyway. Okay, next. What got you into art? Oh, okay, this I could talk for England on, so I'm gonna try and condense it. Okay, so the thing that I think really got me into art was being quite an introvert. I wasn't really a team player at school. I never really liked sports or anything like that. I just wanted to ride, or I wanted to be on my own. I just liked my own space. I'm not very good at taking instruction from anyone. So even when I was working at a pub, I mean, my manager and the owner of the pub she was a lovely woman, but we just clashed. I just clash with everyone who tries to give me any form of instruction, really, unless it's to do with art, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I'll listen. I think I'm just a bit headstrong sometimes, a bit of ball in the shine shop. I'm like, no, if I can't do it my way, then I don't know, I don't want to do it. So art was something that relaxed me massively. I suffer quite a bit of anxiety. I know I've touched upon it briefly quite recently on my Instagram. But yeah, anxiety has been quite prevalent to me, and I know a lot of other people suffer from it, and I really want to sort of talk about it more, and I want to create a space where it is okay to talk about mental health and things like that. So being quite an anxious person meant that I liked my own company a lot, because I didn't have to face anyone else, and drawing relaxed me. I mean, you only have to look, I think, over the last couple of years at the colouring in books that have come out for adults, because colouring is so therapeutic, and it is, in all honesty. Like, I wouldn't do what I do if it was, I mean, don't get me wrong, running a business can be stressful, but the actual producing of the art, I could sit there for hours and hours and hours and draw and draw and draw, and it just calms me down. But what I will say is that having that time on your own all day, every day is amazing. However, you do get lost in your own thoughts, and I overthink. I'm such a worrier. I worry about everything and anything. Like, I worry way too much all the time. So that is the probably negative I would say about being an artist. Not that was even a question. I've just made an extra question up. Okay, right, let's go back to the phone because I had some more on here. Dream pet. Oh, what would my dream pet be? I don't know. I think I love farm animals. I'm not gonna lie. I'd love to have like a small holding and have a couple of cows and a couple of pigs and some sheep, some lambs, and obviously a dog and a horse and a rabbit. Anyone who knows me knows I absolutely adore rabbits. So I've always had house rabbits. Well, over the past couple of years I've had house rabbits up until recently. But hopefully that's going to change soon when I find one suitable to adopt. But we'll see. Your artwork is amazing and so inspiring to see. How did you become and build up your business? I think I answered that in a previous. Okay. What's your favourite McFlurry? I don't really eat ice cream anymore. I try and avoid dairy because it makes my skin really bad. So yeah, sorry. Here's one that I want to answer. Do you think anyone can learn to draw, and do you have any special tips for beginners? Now, I do want to talk about this, and I hope that I can answer this question properly. I do genuinely think that anyone can learn to draw, if they give it time and patience. Anything takes time and patience to become confident, to become good, I don't want to say good, to become comfortable with something. Unless you're naturally born with being super gifted, everything takes work, everything takes time. You can't go into a London banker's job with no experience. Art is exactly the same. It takes time and effort and commitment and dedication to build up a portfolio, to learn. And I mean, when I first started, I remember trying to find tutorial videos on YouTube. When I first started, there wasn't many out there, and I know nowadays there are a lot. I mean, I follow artists who do weekly videos. Patreon is a relatively new platform where you can learn and have lessons and Skillshare and things like that. There's so many options out there for you to learn to draw or do anything creative, even if it's building a website. I mean, you can find a video for absolutely anything now, and I think that is the most amazing thing about the internet, is that you can learn anything. And don't get me wrong, it's all very well sitting there and watching a video, but practice, practice, practice. That is all I can say. And I know it's really cliche, and I know it's probably terrible advice, but honestly, dedication, practice. I mean, if I showed you my work from about 6 years ago, compared to the level of work that I can produce now, there is a stark contrast. It is crazy, and that is literally from finding the right materials to dedicating some time to really focus. I mean, I took a year out of uni. I was really, really lucky my parents let me take a year out. I was still working at the time, so I could still afford to put petrol on my car and things like that. But I was really fortunate my parents did let me take a year out of uni because I was really unhappy. I just dedicated a good summer holidays and a good year to build up my business, and I thought, well, if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, and I'll go back to uni or go back in the motor trade, which is where I was before. And yeah, if it doesn't work, then that's fine. I was drawing every single day for hours and hours and hours, and I was posting absolutely everything and anything I could. And I as I said, when I first started, I was charging about £20–30, and over time it's built up and built up and built up, and now it's pretty good. I mean, I'm really fortunate that I don't get a break in commissions. I still have time to sort of work on some original pieces for myself. There's so many options of where I want to take my business, and you know, I would just encourage anyone who wants to have a career in art, who loves drawing, just give it a go. If you've got a family who are sceptical, don't get me wrong, my parents were so sceptical for me to drop out of uni, because mine was like, and this is like, as I said, this is something I do want to touch on in another video. My parents are super not, I wouldn't say critical, but they are very corporate. My dad's ex-military, or ex-navy, I don't really know the difference. So my dad's ex-navy, and my mum works for a firm of accountants. So I come from a really quite regimented background, and me being an artist and being like woohoo, a bit more sort of free-spirited, it didn't really fit the mould, or the mould that they thought I was, sort of the career path that they thought and we all thought I was going to take. But I begged and begged and begged, and I kind of said, look, I can take a year out of uni, I can keep my place at uni, please just let me have some time. I'm so unhappy, I need to really work out what I want to do with my life. And I was really lucky that they sort of said, right, okay, you can have a year. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. And that's what I did. I've never looked back, and I know now that they are completely fine with what I do. Don't get me wrong, like, it stresses them out. Don't get me, like it stresses everyone out, but that's just having a business. But I think, apart from some very stupid questions, which Rose Lewis, you are guilty of messaging me, I think this is pretty much all of the questions that I have received. I think, must I colour pencils and paper? What got you into art? What age did you start to pursue art? Why are you so good at drawing? What's your favourite breed of horse? What's my favourite breed of horse? I don't think I have one. I'll be honest, I really don't think I have one. I think that the thing is, they're so diverse, there's so many different breeds. I don't know. No, I can't even answer that. I'm sorry, I can't. They are just yeah, they're horses are horses. They're beautiful, they're majestic creatures. They are incredible, and yeah, I absolutely love them. So I think that is all the questions. If I've missed any questions, I'll probably end up doing another Q&A for anyone that wants to ask me anything in the future. I really hope that I've answered your questions properly. As I said, I'm not a natural on camera. This is something that I've been so nervous about doing, to sit here and chat to you guys. And yeah, I just hope that I've done an okay job, and if you like this video, please give it a like. Is that what you're meant to say? Comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Oh, what am I like? Okay, anyway. And if you don't already follow me on Instagram, I will leave my Instagram handle and Facebook page below. But yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. But for now, take care, and I'll see you later. Bye!